This is Nosey with Good Intentions, the podcast.
In every nook and cranny.
This is Michael.
And Kirk. Guiding your noses today.
That worked! Good evening, sir.
Good evening.
How are you doing?
Well, we're back
We are.
for another week.
We are.
Oh, and you're leaving again. How's that going? Did it fix?
I just felt weird because I couldn't hear myself.
Do you feel better now that you can hear your own
Not
voice?
really. Oh, there we go.
Okay.
No,
Was it not on?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I'm glad you do all this stuff. Camera one.
Whatever. But yes, we're back yet again. Here we are.
Well, it's been a whole week.
You sick of my ass. I know.
How's it going?
It's pretty good. How are you, sir?
Well, I'm here.
I'm glad to see that you're here.
Yeah. Live another day.
Oh, Lordy.
They won't invite me to the stage just yet.
Not yet.
They're making me stay a little longer.
How you feel about that?
I mean, you know,
It's cool.
it's all right. It's Gucci. It's my new word today, Gucci.
Oh, Lord.
Well, what's on your mind? I've just biting my nails with anticipation all week.
Okay, so I was having a conversation with a friend of mine,
Uh-huh.
and they're married.
You have a friend. I'm already
an
impressed.
acquaintance, but I'm just being nice. But
Camera
anyway,
one, we're in, right?
So, well, according to what, 2 weeks ago, we can't have friends.
Well, that sounds like a you problem. You sounded very jealous.
Oh yeah,
You're like, I don't have any friends, so you can't have any
pretty
either.
much. Was goose good?
That's
for the
what I
goose,
got out of it.
Good for the gander.
Yeah. I don't know if that's good for the goose.
How is the phrase? What is the phrase?
No, I mean, I don't know the fact that you have no friends. I don't know if that's good for the gander.
You live and you learn.
Yeah.
But so we was having a conversation, and they said that they're in an open marriage.
Why don't we tell what an open marriage is?
Oh, open marriage.
We love a good definition.
Webster's dictionary does
Here
not,
on the educational podcast.
it does not define. But my understanding of what an open marriage is, you, as long as you have permission, you are able to interact and
Fuck them bitches.
and have outside marital relations. I believe that's how it works. That's my understanding.
Okay.
And so
That sounded very formal.
well, because that's all. To me, that's what it is.
Just fucking everybody.
Yeah, I am fucking everybody.
I think that's the real definition.
Yes, pretty much. So I was going to
Hide your
ask.
kid, hide your wife.
They fucking
They
everybody.
fucking everybody out here.
Something's wrong with you, sir.
Just saying.
So I guess my question is,
Uh-huh.
if you was married, right? Or you in a relationship,
Uh-huh.
and you or the other person said, "Hey, I would like us to convert to an open relationship," what would you say in response to that? It's a 2-part question, but that's the first part.
Here's where I would start. I would say, what do you feel is missing?
Okay.
I don't think I would be like, what? You know what I mean? I might, in my mind, go, the hell? But I think out loud, I would say
Tell me
something
more.
to the effect of, why don't you tell me about it? Tell me what's missing. You know what I
Okay.
mean?
Would their answer determine your reaction to it?
Well, I'd be interested to know, what is it that you feel like you're missing?
Okay.
Do you know what I mean? Like, FOMO. People talk about FOMO, fear of missing out. I think that's a real thing for some people.
Are you missing out on the
Well,
open?
But I think like some people are like, "Ugh, I got to go to work, so I can't go and play basketball with my friends or whatever,
Right.
or I've got to do this extra thing, so I can't hang out with my kid or, whatever.
Right.
So, I mean, there's this, I think fear of missing out is a real feeling that happens to a lot of us. And I would wonder, like, do you feel like you're, missing out on some extras, a little strange,
Something strange for some change.
Right. I mean, I might be like Megan Thee Stallion and be like, I'll change my wig, make you feel like you're cheating, if need be.
Okay. So no holler for $1. Nothing strange for some change.
I guess part of me, I think that would be where I would start is, why don't you tell me about like why would you want an open relationship?
Okay.
Why don't you tell me in your conversation with your friend, quote unquote,
whatever,
old friend?
No, they said that basically they find themselves wanting to spend time with other people, but not as far as replacing who they're with. And I found that really interesting. Because I'm kind of like,
I didn't mean to laugh or judge.
Yeah. And
they're like, I just want to hang out with other people and like watch a movie.
What if that's the answer though?
That's friends. Open marriage means we fucking. You know what I'm saying?
I do feel what you're saying.
It's sort of like a sod. When we had the sod conversation and the keep out conversation. It's a sod with benefit, side with benefits with permission.
But what if you're not looking for sex from that the person you want to be who you spend time with as that open, I don't even know what phrase.
As a friend.
Yeah.
You don't need an open relationship or an open marriage for friendship.
But what if you do intimate besides sex? What if you don't have sex, but you do stuff that typically people in a relationship do, like hold hands and like, what if it's an intimacy thing besides sex? I'm asking. Look at you like, fuck that.
Well, we've talked about communications class 101. Yeah. The only difference is sex.
Right.
Between friends
and a relationship
and an intimate relationship. Yeah.
But what if you, say for example, you got somebody you're with and they're not an affectionate person. You sit them down and have this serious ass conversation. You say, hey, look, I love you. I'm not going to cheat on you sexually. I'm not going anywhere, but I do want somebody, I want to explore an open marriage, an open relationship. And you say, look, and you literally say, hey, I'm not looking to have sex with somebody, but I do want somebody who holds my hand. We may cuddle sometimes and go on dates. Well, I guess you wouldn't say. I don't know what the hell you would say. I ain't never ventured these waters, but I'm just saying. And they be like, let me think about it.
Okay.
Or what if that person?
That's an optimistic response.
Well, people are.
Let me ponder over that.
Well,
Kimber, what did you think that was a little optimistic?
I mean, I would never have the balls to ask nobody no shit like that. That is some brave shit. It is brave, is it not? Because you risk a lot, especially if that person's like, yeah. I heard in your voice like, I wish only would ask me some shit like that.
I mean, I guess I would wonder, like, I mean, if you wanted to hold, here's my thing.
Okay.
If you feel like you're missing that affectionate hand holding and I can't provide that to you, I'm going to take you back to slide 1, incompatibility.
I mean, what if it's been time though? Not just.
Who the fuck cares?
What do you mean?
Here's what I don't understand.
Yes, sir.
If you've been together for 10 years, who the fuck cares? Baby cakes, you made a wrong decision. It may have taken you 10 years to realize you made the wrong decision, but baby cakes, you made the wrong decision. I'm going to point you back to slide 1, incompatibility.
I agree. All I'm saying is, then why do people have open relationships over marriages though? Then my other question is, well, answer that one first.
I think, so maybe we're dipping our toe back into the poly train.
Not completely. Because remember, we also talked about, what the fuck did we say? We said something along the lines of one person can't fulfill 100% of everything for their partner. No matter what, that's just not humanly possible.
Correct. But if your partner is not fulfilling hand holding, kissing, inappropriate touching, sex, bucket.
Yeah.
Incompatibility. I'm going to point you back to incompatibility.
I think that depends on time and everything else. Because, I mean, I'm going to use an extreme example, even though it's extreme. So, say, for example, if I get on some medication and it kills my sex drive. Say I did have some medical. I know I hate to use a medical because that's people's cop-out. But just for example.
It's real.
If I become parallelogram and my lady comes to me and says, hey, babe, your thing don't work anymore. So I ain't gonna go be with nobody, like get in a relationship, but I do need that still after I've recovered and rehab, blah, blah, blah. Is that wrong for her to say that?
No.
So should I be offended and refer to slide one?
You're currently incompatible.
I'm incapacitated.
Which makes you incompatible.
Yeah, but if she don't want to get up and leave, everything else is okay. I'm just not physically capable of doing it. Then what?
Y'all are friends.
Me and the missus?
According to the laws of communication class,
That's horrible.
You're now friends.
No, we're friends with former benefits.
Roommates.
Okay. So
if you live together, you're roommates.
This is true.
Like, I love my friends.
Uh-huh.
I love macaroni and cheese. I love chocolate swirl. I even love biscuit.
Okay.
We ain't fucking. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, I agree. Okay. So on the other hand, this is what I talked to my friend, or my whatever you call him, about, right? I was like, so if your spouse has said no, is he denying you a part of your happiness? Because I find that interesting too. What if they say no? Where do you go from there?
You're like, damn, girl, you trying to dim my happiness.
Yes, you try to cover my light.
I'm going to point you back to incompatibility.
That cannot be the answer for everything.
It is the answer.
Really?
It's the answer.
So, but are they?
If you have a medical condition, like your shit got chopped off.
Oh, unique.
Or it had to be unique. Or it had to be sewed up because something was wrong.
Uh-huh.
I don't even know if that's a real thing. Just chopping it up.
Whatever.
And the other person wants to have sex. You're now friends. You can still love each other.
Yeah.
But you're friends.
But is that
according to communications class?
That's slide number one.
Incompatibility.
So you think that's pretty much the end of it? Like,
but you're saying it like it's an end. I'm saying it as though it's a metamorphosis of your relationship.
This ain't no goddamn butterfly.
It is. Cocoon.
Was it crystallization? What's the shit? The process of
cocoon.
Yeah, but isn't
metamorphosis?
There you go. I said, what the hell did I say?
Crystallization. Even though I just said metamorphosis and you went butterfly.
I thought you said cocoon.
The worm goes into the cocoon and then busts out with its
process
wings.
Of busting out into a metamorphosis. Thank you, metamorphosis. That's the word I was looking for.
Larvae.
Yes, but anyway. So is that person impeding your happiness if they're like, nah, bro, I ain't with that shit?
Well, then you got to hit them with the baby cakes. We're just roommates and friends. Well, so in that spirit, I need your half of the rent.
But then after that, I guess you're kind of stuck though. Because if people are having open relationships.
What are you stuck with?
You either stuck with that person who said, no, you can't get no side booty.
That's your choice.
I know.
To stay.
I'm saying you either stuck with that or you leave.
Correct.
Yeah.
It's not stuck.
Well, you'll still be there.
Just saying.
And you don't get the openness of the relationship. No?
No. Here's the deal. We make choices to stay in incompatibility all the time.
Of course, yeah.
So, I mean, good luck. I've been there.
Yeah.
Turns out it sucked.
Then how do people come to the conclusion?
It was a lot better after. For both people. I'm not shitting on anybody.
Shit on them. No, I mean, so how do you, so for those who do have open relationships and open marriages or whatever.
Great.
But is that an incompatible?
They're compatible.
They're what?
They're compatible. They agreed on it.
So the key aspect or key component is permission.
Yeah.
Whatever.
I mean, isn't that everything?
Yeah, but that still might mean y'all aren't compatible.
Probably.
That's what it is.
I mean, something's still missing.
Yeah. Because you're trying to get somebody to supplement what you're not getting.
Supplement what you're not getting. That's a nice way to say that.
Whatever.
Maybe I need a little supplementation. I'm not getting all the vitamins I need. I need a little supplementation.
This is not GNC,
sir. That was a nice way to say it. Just need a little extra smoothie with a little protein in it.
It's Scoop of peanut butter.
Yeah. Jessica's got my smoothie. It's hidden in her crevice. I gotta dig it out and find it. I'll be right back.
Oh shit. Yeah,
she needs a little potassium, so I've got the banana. I've got to hide the banana and dig out the protein.
Oh, I'm ready to go home. All right. That was really good attention.
I mean, I'm just saying.
I know, but I think it's a catch-22. It's like you're damned because if you want to ask and they're like, nah, bro, I'm not with it. You've already thrown it out there like you ain't getting the job done.
What is it? Peace.
Deuces.
Deuces.
Yeah, deuces.
Oh. Just one hand. Through the two hands. That's too serious. That's double deuces.
Oh, Lord. No, I mean, so is it worth it to even try to open that door should you present your case or should you leave it?
Why not?
Because
here's my thing. If you wanted enough to think about it
mm-hmm.
and you're toying with the idea of bringing it up to the other person, you probably want it. It's probably something that it's not a whim anymore. You're now deep in thought about it.
I don't know though, because it's a hot button topic these days.
You know, if you don't want to take the direct approach, you could always make a podcast episode about it or send them this episode and go, wanted to talk to you about something, baby cakes.
Yes, listen to Kirk and Michael.
Episode whatever.
65? 66. One of the two. We'll see. But
whatever this ends up being. You can just send them this. Send the YouTube video so they can get a few laughs in.
Okay, so then on the other hand, what if, typically it's guys who ask this question, but what if you get to a point where you say, hey, I want to have a threesome. And you don't want to have necessarily an open marriage or relationship, but you want to bring somebody into the bedroom to spice it up, as they say.
Talk me through the difference between an open relationship and a threesome. Bringing somebody in.
Well, I've never had a threesome, but if you bring, no, I really haven't. You see how it makes, see, sometimes y'all be like, he might know something that we don't know.
I know a lot.
Not on this podcast. But no, I've never had a threesome, but I think the difference is bringing, like, all three of y'all get to participate, not just you stay home, babe, and I'm going to go participate.
Don't hate, participate.
We might call this episode that. So I do think there's a difference between inviting someone into your bedroom as a willing trio versus I'm gonna have an open relationship. You know?
Sure.
He's like, I might not be the right person to ask.
I'm probably not the right person to ask about it, but sure.
Well, I mean, the idea of a threesome to me is kind of overrated. But
again, it goes back to two consenting adults agreeing on it.
Yeah, but I think there's a difference, because I've heard of people.
So let me ask you this question.
Yes, sir.
Testing it out.
Yes, sir.
I think I knows the answer already, but I'm going to ask
anyway.
What
if it's two guys?
Well, so what I was going to say was, what if you presented it to Baby Cakes and she said, yeah, but the third person has to be a guy. Would you be like, I can compromise with that?
No.
You're selfish.
I'm not watching nobody drill my old lady. That sounds weird as a motherfucker.
Well, we're about 10 minutes in, so the double standards is rearing its ugly
I keep
head
a good
again.
double standard on deck, baby. No, I mean, I guess the difference with that, though, is because I'm not going to
What if you were like, okay, we'll do one with two guys and you, and we'll do one with two girls and me?
No, and the reason why, though.
What if you compromised, and now you both get
a good drilling? No, I do think there's a difference, only because
I'm dying to know. Camera one, we're all waiting. Bated breath.
No, I think your traditional threesome is if it's two girls and one guy, they all do stuff to each other. But I don't think if it's two guys and a girl, the guys do stuff to each other. So not in like porn. I mean,
by
like
saying the word traditional before two girls and a guy makes it traditional.
I don't know. I'm not an expert in this area. It's not my area of expertise.
Sounds like you might be.
No.
Kimber, what was thinking?
No, I'm not. That's not even in my fantasy list. A threesome.
Oh,
What do you thought I was talking about? You know, like I was fucking crazy.
Traditional.
No.
I was like, he fantasizes about traditional ladies.
No. I think that a whole idea is overrated. Just me personally. It sounds like a lot of work. And I only have one penis. So it can't be in multiple holes at the same time. So
what's the point?
Yeah, that's just how I've always felt.
Yeah.
Now, don't get me wrong. I would watch two girls and just mind my business. But
you could do that on.
Exactly. I can do it in the privacy of my bathroom on my cell phone. But no, the privacy.
The privacy.
But I think
damn, your privacy's out. Yeah, I feel you.
So but I do think there's a difference because, like I say, when it's two guys and a girl, typically the guys don't do anything to each other.
That's not true.
Well,
it's a very popular category in the porn world.
Well, we're not. I'm talking about like in normal, regular, everyday life. Not.
I think it happens a lot.
You think so?
Mm-hmm. It happened when I was in high school. Not to me.
You quickly cleared up.
I heard about
it. Not to I.
Look, I'll drop names. I ain't afraid. I ain't scared.
Shoot on them. Shoot on them.
If you need names,
I got you.
Nosey with good intentions.
I didn't know you then. We weren't colleagues then, thankfully.
Well,
can't be dry snitching.
They wouldn't. They probably don't even. They probably don't even speak to each other anymore.
For real?
Yeah.
Fair enough. Fair enough. Oh, I told you, if we ever had intimacy, you could just give me a nod. It's cool. You got to stop and
you have to do something.
Yeah.
No, what is it?
You, baby.
Oh, that's it. That's it. The point. The salute.
Yeah. Look, hey, keep it moving. You know what I'm saying? That's all I need. You know, just a little light acknowledgement.
Yeah. Yeah. What if they just walked by and they were like, "Yeah"?
I'd be like,
you'd be like,
"Hey," I might give them a one in response.
You might be like,
"Backhand bounce." Hey. Hit him a little backhand bounce. You know what I'm saying? Don't go. No waterfalls for you, sir.
Backhand bounce. Oh my gosh.
No. You know, it took me forever to figure out what they were talking about. Like when I first heard it as a kid.
The Bankhead Bounce.
No, the song "Don't Go Chasing Waterfalls."
Oh, sex.
Yeah, I know, but when I was
drugs.
Yeah, I didn't know the 3 letters took up to his file. I was like,
HIV.
Well, I know that now, but at the time I was like, well, R.I.P. But that wouldn't take you to your R.I.P. I couldn't figure out what the hell
does mean you're dead.
Yes. So initially when I was a kid, I didn't understand what they were saying.
Yeah.
Obviously now I know what they meant, but
yeah,
but
Jessica needed some potassium and she said, "Here, I got something for you too."
Hello, HIV.
Yeah, you'll have. Good luck.
Well, it's got me wheezing like an old ass man. I mean, but
he leaves the guns out to distract from the gray hair.
No, I need a haircut. That's why I got a hat on. Clearly. No, you're not that bad.
I shaved. Well, that's because I shaved. I thought we weren't going to record. And I thought, you know what? I shaved and got a haircut.
Got him.
Knew we might not record today. But when I'm shaggy, we're recording 9 episodes.
So we recorded today, didn't we?
Midnight 30.
It's 11:30 p.m. on a Tuesday. Well, now it's not. It's
not anymore.
It's 11:53. If you started this on time.
At exactly the right moment. Yeah. It doesn't play all the way through unless you started at exactly the right moment. Just saying.
Whatever. But no, I think when you get to that point where I don't think you should, me personally, I'm not a big fan of the idea of inviting someone into your bedroom because I think that disrupts everything.
It changes the dynamic. It's a weird, we'll talk about the podcast. In our early days, me and Michael dabbled with the idea of like interviewing people, but we did.
No, I'm saying we talked about it, but we realized that's a dumbass idea.
I was like, it just changes the dynamic of the back and forth.
Yeah.
Which is more fun.
Yeah.
The back and forth.
I thought he was being a hater, but then he explained, I was like, I can see that.
Well, I'm worried.
I can see that.
Kirk knows. But It's only funny if you watch the YouTube channel.
I know.
Because I never say what I did.
But here lately, though, I have noticed that the views on YouTube have gone up.
Well, you've been wearing the tank top.
No.
Yeah.
No, I've been wearing the long sleeve hoodies.
That's right. They're tight.
Whatever. That is not the point, sir.
Ladies.
No,
Ladies.
There's
Nosey
nothing
with
to
good
say.
intentions at gmail.com.
We've yet to get somebody to say, we like the sleeveless shirt. So I just didn't want to be extra musty today at the gym. No, because the other one I had on earlier was like very warm.
Yeah.
There you go. There we go. I'm going to tuck it away. Is that better? A little shoulder. What was that little shoulder?
God, here comes Jessica with her shoulder. She ain't got no shoulder. God, she's so stupid. She ain't got no shoulder. All she does is look miserable. She's so miserable with her no shoulder having ass.
Stupid as fuck. You're terrible.
Well, here's my thing with the
Yes,
popping of the question. Not will you marry me, but
will you join
will you
in?
let me fuck other bitches?
Woo, yes.
I think the problem with the question is it's a little one-sided.
The threesome or the open?
The open relationship.
Why is it one-sided?
Well, because it's I'd like to go and explore. Well, I guess, would you be okay with the other person being open as well?
Me or why you always set me up for that?
I think we're asking you.
It depends on what they want out of the other person. They try to get some intimacy, sex. So it fits.
Intimacy.
They try to get some penis.
A little banana potassium.
No, because I'm always ready.
Yeah, a little vitamin B.
No, it's D.
Vitamin D. Well, banana. I was going with banana. Actually, vitamin K is potassium, I think.
I think it is.
You're on the Educational Podcast.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it is a K. All jokes.
We'll just say vitamin D.
But no, I mean, I think it would be dependent. It would be. See how fussing I am? Like, hell no. I think it would depend on what they
You're
want.
like, I won't even let her have a friend, much less a fuck buddy.
No, I'm backtracking on that. We talked about it earlier at work. I will say, when I mean they can't have a friend, you can't have no new friends, Drake style. You see what I'm saying? If you had somebody you was friends with before we got together, cool. I'm not going to tell you never to be friends with this person you knew before me, but you don't need no new friends. I'm your new friend. But anyway, back to the regular scheduled programming.
Uh-huh.
I think it would depend on what she wants from, what does she see that I'm lacking? Because I would want to know. I would want to know, hey, if you, since you're granting me permission, ma'am, what are you going to go seek out from your little side bitch? You know what I'm saying?
Oh, now you're a little angry.
Yeah, I'm a little salty.
It sounded positive when you were the one asking and you was going to get bitches.
Yeah,
it sounded real good, but now that she's getting a little vitamin D, you're a little upset about it.
Yes, I'm a little loud.
What am I lacking? What am I missing? Bitch. I hear you.
I mean, you want me to lie or you want me to tell the truth? I would tell the truth. Yeah. For me, I need to know what I would, because it might bother me a little bit to know.
So if Jessica approached you and was like, all right, I'm thinking about an open relationship, you'd be like, talk to me.
I'd be like,
what do you want?
Tell me more.
Would you?
Tell me more.
Would you be like, let me see what's going on?
I want to see where this is coming from.
Uh-huh.
And if she says, hey, you don't, if she says, Jessica says, hey, I don't want to go have sex with other people, but I do want to go hang out with guy or a guy. It might bother me if
so it's okay if she says, I want to hold this man's hand.
Not really, but I'm gonna hear her out.
But if she says she's looking for a little extra D, you're a little less willing to participate.
Yeah, because like I said, because it would be very I do want to know why though, because if it's something that I will say, can you allow me to try to work on that area that I'm lacking in? Because you can't fix it if you don't know. Am I wrong?
No, that's true.
Why are you always laughing at me? Y'all camera too.
No, listen. It's because every time you or Gabby say fix it, I'm like, in my head. Millisecond. A millisecond, I'm going, the builder.
Squirrel, that's
Can he fix it? Every time. Literally every time.
Mm-hmm. But no, I think I would want to know so that I can at least attempt to make amends. Is that a better word for you, sir?
Well, I mean, I do think I do feel like I want feedback.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, I don't want...
Shit's trash, son.
Yeah, I mean, you don't have to say that per se. But I mean, you could say like, what if we tried this together?
Yeah, let me try to fix it.
Yeah. But I mean, I would say if the other person's like, I don't want to fix it, and no, I'm not consenting to an open relationship, I'm going to point you back to slide number 1.
Yeah, but yeah, we all know it does take 2 to tango, and if one person is not willing to try
open relationship,
absolutely. 3 to poker a
maybe
little bit.
even 4.
I don't want that much, but yeah,
not 4 for you.
Why not?
Well, you in 1 and them in 1. That's 4.
I told you I'm gonna try to fix it first. Bob the Builder. I can't he fix it?
I love how you're gonna fix it, but you've already decided that the female ain't fixing it.
No, I mean, but that's the other thing too. Do you bring it do you present it as in, hey, I want an open relationship because X, Y, and Z, and then if they say, hey, well, I would like to work on what them in return would say, hey, I would like a chance to fix what you are telling me that I have been failing in or lacking therein. Mm-hmm. Then I, for myself, if I presented the case, I'm gonna be like, all right, cool.
How many chances?
I mean, it depends on the person, depends on time put in, what's all invested. But I mean,
do you think that's how it works, investing time?
I think in real life, yes. I think so. I think people hold on longer than they probably should. I'm just saying.
Where'd that come from?
Your mama.
I know, smart woman. Yeah. She gave birth to me. She's the
your
shit.
Word, but no. Oh.
And I'm Word. She gave birth to Word. I mean, how? She's got it going on.
No, your mom's really cool. All jokes aside, but I think I would give them the opportunity if they said, "Hey, well, let me get a chance to fix it." I don't know. Again, I do think in the fantasy world,
let's say y'all been together 15 years.
Okay.
How many chances? 15 years.
I think it depends on how long it's been lacking. Because I think
5
a lot
years.
of relationships go up and down, up and down.
Let's say 15 years total, 5 years.
5 straight?
Yeah.
Nah, we might have to do something about that.
How many chances?
The
question is
when I present the open thing and they say, let me try.
Yeah.
I think you should put a time limit on it. Not 2 weeks, but I think you should put a time limit on it.
What time limit do you think would be a good one? Everybody's wanting to know.
Maybe 6 months.
Okay.
6 months to a year.
Okay.
Is that unreasonable? How much time would you want to fix it?
Well, I'm a realistic person for myself.
Yeah.
But also for other people.
Yeah.
They always say any new habit,
Was it
if you
30
can
days?
do it for a year.
Oh, it's a year? Oh.
It's solidified into it's now second nature.
Oh, it's kind of ingrained in what you now. Oh, okay.
So, I mean, I would say a year.
Yeah.
If we go from 5 years of we're lacking,
for example, you're not holding
intimacy,
my hand, yeah,
and now over this next year after we've had this conversation,
you've pretty much held my hand regularly. We good, yeah,
yeah,
I think so. That's not outlandish, is it?
No.
Outlandish is it? I think that's pretty cool.
Do you think marriage counseling?
I don't know. I'm skeptical about marriage counseling. No, because some counselors have never been married. And I have this, if you've never been through, you can't tell me to stick it out if you have never had to stick it out. That's my philosophy. I'm not saying that's fair to say, but can you imagine sitting
So I've never been married.
Okay.
So I can't.
If
I
it
can't
was
be
me,
like, girl, let me point you to slide 1, incompatibility.
That's a little bit more realistic than stick it out, big fella. You'd be like, oh, how long you been married? I've never been married. Then what the fuck did you stick out?
They stuck out that D.
You get what I'm saying? It's hard to take somebody serious that's a marriage counselor that's never been married. You can't tell me it's easy to read out of a textbook and say, yo, follow these 12 steps and you guys will be happily ever after.
Yeah.
Well, why you ain't married? Granted, if they're like
Smart
23,
decision.
fresh out of college, shut up.
Because they're making good
They don't
decisions.
got to have babies to be married. They can just be married.
Listen, I don't have children. I don't
I know,
want
you
children.
make good
I think
life
I have
decisions.
the best advice when it comes to children.
Yeah, but that's a little different because people have kids on accident. You plan them also, but people also accidentally have kids.
Yeah.
Right or wrong?
One of my favorite lines from one of my favorite TV shows, probably my favorite TV show,
Yes, sir.
if I really had to pick one, is even mosquitoes can reproduce.
Yeah, that's why they say everybody's not a father. You can be a dad, you can shoot up the club, but everybody ain't a father.
Yeah.
No? Happy Father's Day. Oh, this came out. This is 2 weeks after Father's Day. Whatever. I might have to move this episode up. I'm just bullshitting. No, but okay. So then, and on the other hand, is it wrong to invite people into your bedroom?
I mean, my thing is, if you both agree on it. Okay, so I'll tell you a story. I got permission. I can't tell you who it was from, though.
I'm gonna ask about this after we finish.
I got permission from the source.
Okay.
So I went to see a friend of mine, nickname unknown.
We haven't developed a nickname for this
undisclosed
person.
nickname.
Okay.
Well, they were dating this person,
Okay.
both males.
Okay.
And
I think we deduced that.
they decided.
Yes.
Why did we deduce that?
Because it's you.
I have female friends.
I know. Whatever, go.
Because guys and girls can be friends.
Yes, bitch.
Oh my God. Anyway, I'm just thinking, you've never seen Mean Girls still. She has her army of skanks, whatever. You'll get, camera one will get it. Army of skanks. Anyway, so they, for whatever reason, decided to invite another friend of theirs into the marital bed. They weren't married.
Oh,
And what ended up happening very quickly is my friends, the boyfriend, started wanting that to be a regular.
the trio, the Trinity, or
The Trinity, and sometimes my friend didn't have to always be required to visit.
oh no, that's fucked up.
Do you know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
yeah.
So it became this sort of like,
So he found him an open relationship on accident, on purpose.
right,
Okay.
accidentally
On purpose.
sat on the
Triple
got
fail.
the cranny.
Yes.
But I mean, it was. I think that happens to a lot of people, but
Mm-hmm.
it was one of
I've
those
heard
like.
that.
I don't know if he would have another one of those nowadays.
Because of what happened in the last one.
Yeah,
See,
even though everybody's different.
yeah. Well, I've heard of, I don't know these people personally. I have heard of, like, I've seen different interviews and stuff where some people will say, like, their girlfriend, it's been, the ones I've seen have been a dude, and they'll say, my girl said, yeah, it's cool, but I can only do this as a holy trinity. Like, I can't, hey, but you stay home, I'm going to slide over to the gas station and really I'm over here knocking off the one we keep having the threesome with.
Yeah.
Which, I mean, I'm about like, if you get permission, group wise or whatever that your significant other says, cool. But I don't think you should, even for myself, I would never invite another woman into my bedroom. We're not having a trio because that's, as corny as it sounds, that's different from just being in the streets. You know? No? That's what y'all call
I don't
home.
100% understand the difference, but sure.
I guess because that's y'all crib. There's a difference between inviting somebody into y'all's personal space versus I'm gonna slide over in these drawers.
So if y'all met them at the motel,
Yeah, that's cool.
it could be a
I mean, threesome ain't for me, but
trinity.
if that was the case, yeah.
Okay.
But I wouldn't want to bring into our home now. I'm not with that shit. I think that's a little, because that to me is very intimate. Like literally the bed y'all share every night. If you got kids, they ripping and running through the living room. Yeah. Oh, that's where mommy and daddy was. I mean, they wouldn't know, but I'm just saying.
That's where they were fucking
They
bitches.
were fucking bitches, you know what I'm saying? Getting it popping with the trio. You know?
They're like, Auntie Kimmy.
Yeah.
Auntie Kimmy's coming to visit again. She doesn't play with us, though.
Yeah, she just
She
sneaks off
plays
in the
with
room.
mommy and daddy.
Only. See, I think that's a little foul. So
Yeah.
that's just me. I'm not judging other people who do it.
We are. But it's
Yeah,
fine.
I am. Yeah, pretty much. But no,
I say we, I mean him.
I always judge.
I see. I guess for me, I'm just sort of like.
Would you be hung up on the act itself or where it happened?
Well, no. I mean, it's one of those things where, like, in my mind, like in the recesses of my mind, I'm like, I'm sure people have fun doing that.
Oh yeah. I would hope so.
I just don't know if the temporary fun of it
is worth the risk.
Has a lasting positive outcome. Do you know what I mean?
A little bit, but tell me more.
Well, I just mean like, for instance, my friend, undisclosed nickname, that had a really negative effect on his relationship, but it also had a really negative effect on him still.
But is that because he was sliding off and getting it on the side also, or just the do you think it had the effect?
I think it's because they wanted it a second time. I think it was like, let's do something fun once.
Oh, but this is not going to be a habit.
But when it was like, that was fun, let's do it again next week.
Oh, no.
It was like, this was really meant to be a one-time.
Yeah, it's supposed to be we having fun.
Hoot nanny.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah, this is not supposed to be a once a month type of thing. Like,
right.
Okay, I feel. That would be, I think that would be very off-putting.
Yeah.
Because I'm
But once you open that door, can you close it?
I think people try to.
Unsuccessfully.
Yeah, I don't think they succeed at it whatsoever. I hate to say it like that because the person who really had the fun, they're like, well, why do we got to stop? And then I think the person who's kind of like this, I'm now uncomfortable with it being a habitual thing. They've probably gotten to the point where like they want to verbalize like, hey, I feel like you're neglecting me or you're whatever word you want to put in there, the adjective. But I think they may be too insecure to say, hey, it's starting to make me uncomfortable. And you know what I mean? Like we all got pride, you know what I mean? Nobody want to come out and be like, hey, it seems like you are really into that other person.
Right.
And I'm just kind of along for the ride. But because I gave you permission at the beginning, you're kind of taking advantage.
Yeah.
And because my pride would be hurt. I'll be honest, if it was me, my girl, and a dude, which I'm not really fucking with, but if that's the case, I entertain the idea.
Was it clear, traditional only?
I mean, I'm not into neither one of them, but yes, traditionally. But if I notice she's like, hey, let's have another one, and especially if it's the same dude, the same thing, like, you really like this dude, huh? You see what I'm saying?
You're like, that D.
Yeah, that D, fuck the dude. You know what I mean? But over time, you don't think that would, if hypothetically, if you.
But see, I wonder for a woman, would it necessarily be, I like that D, or I feel comfortable because we already have done it?
I don't know.
Do you know what I'm saying? I feel like there might be a conversation. Like, I feel like if let's say you were down one time for for a little extra
double D,
a little extra D in the room. Not double D.
Not double D. Not talking about boobies.
But you know, and then when they were sort of, you know, let's say Jessica was like, well, let's do that again with, you know,
D2. Marcus. As a porn star, I just threw it out there.
Is it?
Yeah, Mr. Marcus. He used to wear a hat and Timberlands. You see, you know, I didn't know his name, but I remember that face.
No, when you said Mr. Marcus, I was like, oh. I haven't seen him in a long time.
Yeah, Superhead put his ass out of commission.
Huh?
She had him busting. Never mind, that's a story for another day. You know what Superhead is, right? She was sleeping with all the rappers and the ball players. She wrote like a book. What's the shit called? Anyway.
Tell all.
Yeah, there you go. Tell all. She wrote a tell all book like about sleeping with Shaq, Jay-Z, a bunch of people. You don't remember that came out? Well, the book came out like 12 years ago, so it's not relevant now. But
okay,
her and Mr. Marcus slept together in a porn, and she had him like shooting all fast as hell, like she hit him with the Superhead.
Okay.
Anyway, that's not the moral of the story. Continue.
Okay, I forgot what I was talking about.
Oh, the double D. And she said we could do it again. You were saying like how maybe she's just comfortable with that second set of penis.
Well, because that person has now seen her naked,
right? He's got a clean bill of health,
and
blah, blah,
didn't
blah,
walk away, and didn't laugh at her. Do you know what I mean? Like, so it may not be I want that penis. It may be I want that person that I'm now comfortable with.
We have a rapport, blah blah. Yeah.
Not to run away with and elope, but like when we do this, I know that y'all are okay with each other. and I trust this person to a certain degree.
I can dig that. I'm still, again, I'm not down with the double
can dig
D.
it too.
He digging. But I could get that perspective once I calm down.
Well, I mean, I think emotions would be, you would
Why
have to take.
His penis is bigger than mine. You know what I mean? Something stupid. Like, I'm sure people, everybody has an ego, especially men. We sensitive. We just act like we're not.
Well, I think it's because we, like, if you're a female and you don't like the size of your boobs, you can get them bigger or smaller.
Yeah. We don't pick ours off the shelf.
My cousin had a breast reduction because, I mean, it was just painful.
Yeah. They say it had your back hurting like hell if they're really big. I don't know.
I felt so bad for her. I mean, they're still large and in charge. But I mean, if not that you know who my cousin is, but if you met her, you would be like, she had a reduction? Yes.
Yeah,
which only tells you how much, know.
Yeah.
But, they even have vaginal rejuvenation.
Yeah, you hit it.
If you don't feel like she's,
you can tighten it up.
Yeah, if you don't feel like she's pristine enough, you can get her rejuvenated.
Yes.
You can
clip
get a
the roast
BBL
beef off and all that. I don't have a problem with the roast beef. It don't bother me, but I'm just saying.
Just need you had kids.
No, some people had roast beef without having kids. I'm serious. It's a little extra labia. That's TMI. Sorry.
Educational podcast. So
extra labia.
We might not be right.
I think that's
the mystery of the educational podcast. You got to look it up to find out.
I'm pretty knowledgeable around the vagina. I believe it's a labia.
I didn't say that wasn't the name of it. I was just saying where she falls out from.
Oh, okay, got you.
Yeah. Usually she's crouching tiger, hidden dragon. But when the kid pops out, she's not quite hiding anymore.
No, I know somebody who physically didn't birth a child. She had extra labia. Continue. It's gonna give you the awkward silence. Huh?
Shit on her. I don't know.
I don't have no beef with it. Oh shit. That was not on purpose. Where's the beef? Oh Lord!
Turns out you did.
Yes. No beef.
Had a little beef with it.
Go ahead, sir.
If you did, you do now. This is the episode she decides to listen on.
I'm pretty sure that she don't listen.
I hope you found us.
Hey, go ahead, sir. You stupid.
Anyway, what were we talking about?
Oh shit, I don't know.
You can't derail me because I can't find my way back.
We're talking about the comfort level, the double D. Oh, the back reduction, Lord, the breast reduction.
So you can if you're female you don't like
something
your
about
stomach,
your body,
you can have liposuction. If you don't like your boobs, you can have them enhanced or decreased.
Yeah.
If you don't like your butt, you can have it made bigger.
Yeah.
If you don't like your vagina,
rejuvenation. Do you know they will lipo the front of you. They'll lipo your FUPA. FUPA. All jokes out there. I've heard about that. Like,
yeah, you can get rid of FUPI.
You're stupid. Get rid of FUPI.
But if you've got the curtains, you can get decurtained.
Yeah. Yes. But a guy can't get his
debeefed. There are things that, quote, enhance a penis.
Really?
None of them are
permanent.
Safe on any level.
No.
Permanent.
Yeah.
None of them are permanent. And they're really not good in the short term, long run.
Only thing I know of is like the pump. Right?
I mean, there's surgery.
What do they do?
So there's one surgery where, the penis goes in the body.
Yeah, the base
only
of it goes
some
into your
of
body.
it.
Yeah.
A lot of it.
Yeah.
Only some of it is actually out in the world.
I've heard that they
can
some of that. No,
cut.
I don't know how they.
Well, they cut it. So they cut it so that the penis comes out. So like if you're ever watching porn, here's a little education down. Here's a little educational moment. If you're ever watching an adult film and the penis is hard, but it's sort of hard downward.
They've had that.
They've had this surgery.
I've heard about that.
Potentially.
Yeah. Potentially. Yeah. I've heard about that though. I didn't know. I don't know how many people or who got it.
But there's no surgery to make it wider.
Oh, girth. Yeah.
But you can like pump silicone. People do this.
For real?
Yeah. It's pretty popular in certain parts of the country.
No thanks.
It scares the crap out of me because
That sounds painful.
Again, here comes the unsafe part.
Yeah, silicone ain't supposed
But
to be.
it's very like, you have to be like very careful, and you know, it just, whatever. Anyway, so I guess my whole point is, so when it comes down to like, I understand that women, you know, get the shit end of the stick.
Yeah.
They're compared to all these women on these magazines that are airbrushed, blah, blah, blah. We as men are now as well. But if you're a male and you have what is considered a small penis, there's nothing you can do.
You just have a small penis.
You just have a small penis.
Yeah.
I mean, that's just, it is what it is. So there's no remedy, quote
I was just about to say there's no remedy.
There's no remedy to that.
For the D.
So if you're like, if you're a small penised man
You're
and
just
you
fucked.
have, I didn't mean to quote man. I meant like, cause you know, you can be whatever. So let's say you have a small penis, but you're attracted to females.
Okay.
You know, and you maybe want to have kids. That might be
an issue.
Yeah. You know, you have to find a female that is fine with that.
Satisfied with the baby.
But I mean, not even.
I'm sorry.
Not even. But I mean, you know what I'm saying? Like, it doesn't. They always say it's only like the spot, the G is only like 4 inches in or something like that.
That's what they say, but
I think that's true. I mean, scientifically, I'm sure that's
medically
true.
it's probably true. But I don't think women are like, I'm dying for 4 inches of hard D. I'm pretty sure they don't have an objection to more.
It can be too big.
I mean, to each his own. That ain't none of my business.
But anyway, you're just stuck with that. Like, there's no, so then you have this sort of penis envy is a big thing in the male community.
Is it?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
What do you mean? Like when you see one, you're like, why is mine?
You're
not
like,
that size?
damn, really? You got all 15. I couldn't have 2 more. You know what I mean? Like,
nope.
You couldn't be 13 and I could be a little more, 2 more. You know what I mean?
Like, yeah, it would be very
like,
intimidating.
why on earth do you have so much?
And I have so little.
There's no rhyme or, like, you know what I'm saying? And the unfortunate part is sometimes the bigger it is, the less it works. It's sort of ironic. Do you know what I'm saying though? Like,
and it would be like, I don't really have to worry about that, but it would be very intimidating if I pulled mine out and if I somehow consented to this fuckery. But and I was like, hey,
literally.
He whipped it out and he was 14. I was like,
you're like, well,
I'll see y'all later.
13 was enough, but I guess
14 is a killer.
Pull the wild card on me.
Wild joker, a big joker on my ass. Like, shit. What am I
no
supposed to
whammy,
do?
no whammy.
What do you even do with that? Like, if I had 2 inches and he pulled out 4, I'd be like, shit.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, you're screwed, literally.
Yeah. Also height.
What?
Like, I use Shaquille O'Neal as an example because whatever.
Oh, the ratio to his body, even if his
but
is
I mean,
like,
let's say that he had a 15-inch penis.
it looks small on his 7'1" body.
7'3"?
7'1".
7'1".
Yeah.
It's not going to look big.
No, because he's a giant human being.
Because he's 7'1".
Yes.
So, I mean, you even have that part of it too.
It has to be body ratio and all that.
Yeah. Anyway, you can't really fix that.
No.
So it's sort of this thing of, I think,
you're damned if you do, damned
I wish
if you
that
don't.
women sort of, in general, sort of understood this. Well, his penis was small. That's the go-to, even whether it's true or not. Yeah. And it's sort of like...
And you can't really get it off of you.
Like, I feel bad saying this, lady. Here's my advice to you, ladies. Don't say that. Because you look like a cunt. As soon as you say it, you're a cunt. Do you know what I mean? I don't care what they've done to you. I don't care what they've done to you. Nobody says out loud, oh, this cunt. But everybody's thinking it. When you say, well, his penis was small, they're like, she's a cunt. I mean, it's just.
You got to remember, this is what I used to say when I was in high school. It ain't like you get to go pick it off of a shelf.
Right.
You don't go.
Right. You weren't like, nah, let me get
2. Just 2 little inches. No man would reach out and pick the little one off the shelf.
Yeah.
You would be like, I need that 20 feet right there. What are you going to do with that? Doesn't matter. I want the 20 feet.
I just want 20 feet to be able to say I got 20 feet. I want to smack it on the window. I want to smack it on the mailbox.
But it's the truth, though.
Right.
So you're kind of damned. You're screwed regardless.
Yeah.
So
you just have what you have.
Yes. You don't get to pick it out.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's my running joke years ago when I was a kid. Like, you don't get to pick it off a shelf.
Yeah. And you don't.
You don't, yeah.
And you don't.
But women don't care. They're going to give you the business. If you got a baby penis, they're going to let you know.
I think if you're nice, they probably won't.
Yeah, but when you get to the argument, like you said, that's why your dick little. What Kevin Hart say one time? He said, that's why you were pissing in the bed ass boy. Women will hurt your feelings now.
I don't know why it is the women go for the jugular.
Because they want you to know they ain't bullshitting.
Why you ate my ass the other night. And you're like,
I ate, what did he say? I got the I ate ass face.
But I mean, I don't know why women do that. I don't think men do that.
Nah. But see, I believe it comes from a very emotional place. And they're like, well, that hurt my feelings. So I'm going to fuck your feelings up today, sir.
You're like, that salad that you made.
Wasn't that delicious?
It wasn't really all that good. I wonder. And they're like, you eat ass, bitch. And you're like, how are these equal?
They're not like, baby, the lettuce was a little wilted. That's why you ate ass, motherfucker.
You're like, did you know the lettuce was brown?
Yeah,
and it's supposed to be green?
Just a pinch of
and
it was
she's
brown.
like, you ain't got no nut. What?
I didn't eat no ass. You screwed.
Yeah.
And you have no defense. That's why your dick little. You have no defense for that. You just got the little dick face.
You sit there with a little dick face.
Yeah.
You sure do.
Like, I can see that.
But I will say,
what's up?
If you're with someone that does that, 100% incompatibility.
That will say your dick's little?
You don't want that person.
I think women will say your dick is little even if it's not. If they really want to hurt your feelings.
You picked the wrong one.
You think so?
She's a cunt.
Well, if you say that the lettuce was slightly wilted, yes. But I think if
she's immediately a cunt.
Why is that?
I don't care if you walk in the door and smack her in the face. If the second she says that, she's a cunt.
Why?
She's a cunt. It's unnecessary. It's unnecessary.
Yes,
you're really demeaning yourself.
Why? Because she's been dealing with that baby dick for the last 5 years.
Camera one.
I'm going to find you something to do, sir.
What'd you say?
I'm going to find you something to do, sir.
Find me something to do? What do you mean?
It just means you silly. That's just another way for me to say you silly. It's my expression. Nobody else really says that. If I'm going to find you something to do, you crazy. That's all.
Okay. But I mean, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's sort of one of those, like, you stoop to the level.
What Miss
like, as soon as I hear that, I'm like,
What's the former first lady say? She said, when they go low, we go high.
That's right.
Some of these women don't go high. They go even lower.
Yeah.
And they go come for that jugular.
Yeah.
But
you just are as soon as you do it. And a guy too. If you're
But a guy don't have a rebuttal for that.
No. Let's say that the female was like, did you know this lettuce? And he's like, with your beef curtains.
That's why you got roast beef, bitch.
You're a cunt.
Yeah, but that's not as hurtful because you can get that roast beef trimmed.
You can. Vaginal rejuvenation. Yes. But it does cost money. Not everybody has that kind of money.
But you can't get your dick bigger. So I'm just saying.
Anyway, what I was going to say was, you're a cunt. If you say that to a female, you're a cunt. Immediately in my mind. In my mind, you're a cunt.
It still doesn't.
Cunt is not just for women. I think that's stupid when people are like, this word only applies to girl, bitch. No.
I think insults are universal.
They should. Yeah. If they're not, they are for me.
Me too. Yeah, pretty much. So yes, back to we have gotten sidetracked.
I told you can't derail.
No, it's all good
because we'll not get back.
But I remember though. Remember, I bring you back.
Yeah.
When I derail, we just be lost. But
because I can't bring you back.
But no, so do you think? Because that's how we got on the tangent. Is when you bring somebody into the bedroom. And then you start, like you said, your friend, they started venturing out and saying, hey, to the third person.
Yeah.
And excluding their actual partner. Yeah. And I think that would be a hard pill to swallow, though, if you get to that point where they start reaching out to that other person.
Incompatibility.
You think so?
Yeah.
What if they...
Well, they're now like sisters. So, I mean, it worked out fine.
Oh, okay. But what I'm saying...
they discovered they were better friends.
Because of the introduction to the third person or kind of life in general?
I think I could be wrong. I think the boyfriend who was pursuing the third and
your friend.
Trio.
Yeah.
Trio and third touching. Okay. I think they seem better on their own.
I mean, do you think they came to a realization or it's more so...
I think it sort of pointed out like, we're not compatible, but I think that the boyfriend actually took it a step further. Like, I think I might be better just me. Oh, and if I want to have sex, I'll just find somebody that wants to have sex.
Oh, okay, that's mature though.
No.
It sucks that all that had to happen, but
I mean, yeah. More of that story will come out as episodes come on.
absolutely, I'll be sure to ask.
Yeah.
But okay, so we come to the conclusion that asking for an open relationship and being denied is not a denial of happiness.
Well, I think okay, first and foremost, I think if you're going to ask about an open relationship, you have to be willing to accept when the other person goes,
No.
Yeah, I'll do one too.
Yeah, because most people aren't. Even my face said it.
One, make
You're
sure we
not
got that.
ready
If that
for-
battery died.
No, it's plugged up. That one might die. Shit. Anyway.
Do you want to look real quick? Just make
Yeah.
Okay. Just check it. Just double check it real quick. Okay. Okay. Kimber, make sure you saw that.
No, that was on my face.
Kimber
No,
too.
my face told
I can't
no.
talk to Kimber too.
That would be a very jarring response. He'd be like, yeah, as long as I can have one too.
Yeah.
You're like, that's not what
What's that song? Can't think of it now. When you're out in the club, don't think I'm not. Even when you're out,
I know
making
what you're
love,
talking about. I cannot
don't
think
think
who
I'm
sings
not. I can't remember who sings it, but it's a really good song. Getting hot, don't stop. Just don't think I'm not.
I know what song
because
you're
I'm
talking-
not getting mine.
Yeah, I just cannot remember who sings it, but I know what song you're talking about. Yeah.
Was it Candy? From
Yeah, it
Housewives?
was. No, Candy from
formerly
Escape.
Escape.
Yeah,
well,
yeah.
but a lot of people know her just we in our
Grown folks know
in our old age.
Yes, Escape. Yes,
We
that
know,
is her song.
We
yeah.
know Escape, but I
Yeah.
think that was her.
Yeah, I think it was when she tried to do her own solo career. It wasn't
Real
an
Housewives.
Escape song. Yeah. So yeah, fair enough.
Yeah.
But Escape is legendary.
It was a good song.
Yes. Yeah.
And not that I'm a follower of it, but I'm more of a follower of if you go out and do that, just break up with me.
Fair enough. But
Let me go.
I think that would be the great equalizer, though. Yeah, sure. As long as I can do it too.
Yeah.
Especially for men, that's gonna hurt our ego. We be like, my dick ain't little. You're like,
Ladies, if you're out there and your man brings it up, go, yeah, I'll get one too.
yeah, shut all that shit down. I got him.
Our marriage is just fine now.
Look, no, man, I'm just bullshitting. I just want to see what you was gonna say. You know what I'm saying? And then you get to swallow that pride real quick. Like, I'm gonna take my dumb ass downstairs and go watch some TV.
Yeah. And go back to
the norm.
the unfortunate part is though,
Depending on what the
you'll
guy
just
wanted.
go back to sides and keep outs.
Guess they should have got permission. Darn it.
Incompatibility.
Yeah.
I would say if you're out there, educational part, if they're asking you about it, they've probably already done it.
Not necessarily.
I'm not saying everyone. I'm saying there's a few.
No, there might be somebody mature enough to
But
say,
I
you
would
know
say
what? Okay.
I would say a lot.
A
lot. They've thought about it longer than it's been. For
Oh
the
yeah,
best.
because you got to work up the courage to ask some shit like that to your old lady. You got to be like, hey, baby.
But I would say if you bring up that
Too much beer.
I'm not even drinking beer.
I'm just playing.
I think it's because I was talking so much.
Oh, you're fine.
But I think I would say 50% minimum. If they brought it up,
Oh, they've definitely thought about it.
they've at least thought about it. They've probably touched maybe an
Why
inappropriate
are you
touch.
switching on my boys, man? Men, they do. Black men
You're
don't
welcome,
cheat.
ladies. I think ladies already know.
Fair enough. But no,
I think depending on how he says it,
what if he says it like cautiously, like, "Hey, there's a because I'm sure there's people who ask, and they are.
why don't we
genuine.
pretend? Why don't
Oh,
you? Why
hell.
don't you
We're
pretend
gonna role play a little bit, Kirk?
that I'm Jessica?
Okay.
And I want you to tell me.
I would be terrified to ask my girl some shit like that. That's a scary
Why
ass
don't we?
question.
Why don't we role play,
Sir, I'm never going to have the balls, the testicular fortitude to say, "Hey, baby." So
Just
look,
point her to episode whatever number this is.
I think this would be 65.
Okay,
6.
episode
66.
66. It's probably not 66. Whatever number it ends
Yeah.
up being.
We'll see you shortly. No, I wouldn't have the balls to ask no woman that. That's a scary. For me, that would be terrifying to ask.
So, if you wanted to,
I would still want to ask. I ain't that.
what's
brave.
your resolution?
Give me a keep out.
I mean, that's easier. That's easier. The sad part is, though, it's easier.
A lot of guys probably do resort to that. Yeah,
It's easier.
but I mean, it's probably
It's a hard conversation. It is a hard conversation to
Yeah.
ask, but that would devastate me if I felt like only felt like he couldn't say something or ask me something, even like something that might hurt my feelings. Like that would devastate me.
Yeah, but people talk shit and be like, oh, men don't give a fuck about women. Sometimes, even though we do stupid shit, including myself, sometimes it is not with the intent of hurting the other person's feelings. It just might come from a selfish place. But guys don't sit around going, I'm going to hurt my girl feeling tonight, baby. I'm going to get me some side bitches. Like, you don't sit around thinking about, I want to intentionally hurt my girl's feeling. But I think because it hurts women's feelings, they think it's intentional. But guys are not sitting around colluding and plotting, I'm gonna hurt my girl's feeling today. Like that's not even a normal thought for most men.
Yeah.
I know that probably sounds weird, but it's the truth. Like guys don't sit around plotting like,
it makes sense.
I'm gonna hurt her feelings tonight, baby. Ha ha, got her.
Yeah.
No, you're like, I want some pussy. I'm finna slide up out of here.
Yeah.
And that's just the truth of it, whether it's fucked up or not.
Yeah. Is that the exact thought? I wonder.
I'm gonna slide ahead and get some pussy. Sometimes. I'm just talking shit. But I mean, it's the truth though. Like, guys is not sitting around plotting to hurt their girls' feelings.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, unless you're like 15, what 30, 40-year-old man is like, I really want to hurt my girl's feelings?
Yeah.
Are you patronizing me or? I can't tell.
Why? Why do you think I patronize you?
Because you give me a hard time sometimes. But it's the truth though.
I'm nice.
To who?
I'm the nice one.
Bullshit.
We'll take a vote.
He'd be like, shit on my God.
We'll take a vote. Listen, ask the audience.
Whatever.
We'll see who they think is the nice one.
Mm-hmm. I'm the nice one. I think we're equally
You're
mean.
the avoider of confrontation.
Absolutely.
I'm the one that's like, this is just what I think.
Yeah.
What do you think? And that's it.
You made good life choices.
It's been mentioned. Yeah. It's been mentioned a few times that I've made good life choices. I've made some bad ones, but I've learned from those bad ones, and now I'm making good choices.
I think your good choices have balanced out the bad choices, and now you're winning. As the social media
winning.
say, yes.
Hashtag
winning
respectfully.
time. Yes, respectfully.
Yeah.
You're stupid as hell. So we don't have a conclusion, do we?
I think you should talk about it, though. I mean, if it's a thought that keeps coming up, it's clearly something that's weighing heavily on your mind, whether you actually do it or not,
right.
Whether you actually go, like, I wonder if sometimes maybe just having that conversation out loud.
Yeah.
And it not being.
Maybe it could be a wake-up call.
You don't get smacked.
No, I don't
maybe it brings you guys closer together.
And it might be a wake-up call to one or both people.
Yeah.
As corny as that sounds. It might be like damn, he was man enough to come to me and say, hey, this is lacking, and he wants to explore other things, or she wants to explore other things.
Yeah.
Maybe I do need to whatever word you want to use, step my game up or whatever. You know what I mean?
The gays say, step my pussy up.
What do you say? Get a ladder, step my pussy up?
Here go a ladder. Step your pussy up. Yeah, I like that line. That's funny. Because it's not about women.
No. It's about just
it's about relationships. It's like human beings.
Yeah. No, this is not.
Even though the word is curtains, it also means
curtains.
Testicles. It also means testicles as well. Step your testicles up.
It basically means get your shit together.
Yeah,
it's not confined to a woman.
Here go a ladder.
Yeah.
Step your pussy up. I like it. I like that line. It's funny. I mean, it applies to everybody.
Oh yeah, it's across the board. You all get to smoke.
Yeah. Yeah. It's applicable to everyone.
You stupid as hell. You want to get out of here? You want to keep going? Where are we at?
Nosey@gmail.com. We'd love to hear from you.
Yeah.
We hadn't had an email in a while.
No, we've been getting DMs, but we ain't been getting no emails.
Have we been getting DMs?
Yeah, remember we did like the last 2 topics?
Oh, yeah, that's true. Yeah, that's true.
See? And we appreciate it.
Keep sending them in. We'll do a poll. Who they think's the nice one.
Me. Probably not.
Not after last week's episode. 2 weeks ago episode, excuse me.
Wait, Superman that D? I mean,
no.
Superman the P?
No, where you were like,
married people get bitches.
You can't have friends. You can't have any friends.
I got feedback.
You can't have any male friends.
They was like, yo, so if you had your girl can't have no friends. Like, nah. I said, but I ain't got no plethora of female friends either. So
just one.
Shut up. You know, we ain't hanging
She's
out.
at dog status. I love that. I was like, oh, listen to me, dog status.
No, I got a couple people like, yo, they shot me. They slid in my DMs to give me some feedback. They said, yo, man, for real, that's not fair. I was like, I mean, I ain't got no stable of bitches I hang out with or women I hang out with. So
Not stable.
I mean, that's the
Horses,
That
cows.
was the energy I got in
Horses or cows? What kind of stable is
a couple
it?
of heifers. Do you know my grandma used to call my sister a heifer all the time?
I bought my sister a shirt that says "Crazy Heifer" with a picture of a cow.
Yeah, I think that's a Southern thing.
But
like
I mean,
Southern
it's sort of an
Texas, you know what I
inside
mean?
thing
Southern
between me,
Texas?
her, and my mom.
Southern Texas?
What did I say?
No, I said it was a Southern thing, like Southern Texas.
Yeah.
Which is also not where
Houston.
we live. Good to you, sir. Let's get the fuck out of here.
H-Town?
They thought they got us.
Nosey with good intentions at gmail.com. Hopefully you're watching the YouTube.
I think the YouTube is picking up.
Listen, we got a ladder, we stepped our pussy up, and now we do the split screen, and it looks really good. I like it.
too.
I really like
cool,
it.
yeah.
I think we've gotten a little feedback on people really like it.
Yeah, we have.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nosey with good intentions on the Instagram. We also have the TikTok.
TikTok.
We have 2 videos on there by now.
We got.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm in both of them.
You are?
I got to be involved in both.
You're so stupid.
We do have a special guest in the new one.
Yeah.
It's the Nosey Brand
Yes.
with our petty sister.
Yeah. She's good at the TikTok, so we're gonna have to figure this out. But we're working on it.
Yeah, we need to do a few more.
Yeah.
We need to do some Nosey Brand and some Nosey specifically and some
Yeah, that'd be fine.
I think that would be fun.
I'm down.
Yeah.
I don't know how to do all this cool shit, so she's gonna have to show us how to do it.
Yeah.
We're a little bit older than she is.
Well, and I'm middle cool. You're not. She's cool. I'm at the
bottom of that cool totem pole, which I'm fine with.
I'm hip and with it.
I'm a little less regular.
You're a little more traditional.
Yes. Yes. 2 V's, no 2 D's.
You want that vitamin V? Vitamin V.
Absolutely. Anyway. What else did we forget? We forget anything else?
That was Snapchat. Oh, we have a Snapchat.
Yeah.
Michael Chappelle.
Why you keep hollering my government name, sir? He's killing me.
Listen, it's Nosey.
See, yo, if you want to get his birth certificate.
Can you find it?
Find what?
Like, can you find it on Snapchat? I've never found anybody.
I don't look for other. I get people who
because it just says these people are in your contacts.
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh yeah, sure.
That's all I see out of it too.
And then it's like those people that are like,
buy some weed,
and I'm like,
we got some nudes, and I'm like, I don't give a fuck about y'all raggedy nudes, and I don't want to buy weed. If I'm gonna buy weed, it's not gonna be through Snapchat. That don't even sound right.
Yeah.
Hey, send me
and it
some
may or may
weed.
not be legal in our state.
Pretty much. If it is,
you never know.
That'd be grand, and if it's not, that sucks.
It's okay too. Maybe in the future.
Terrible. Do we
anyway, so we also have Twitter. Bless her.
Yeah.
Nosey good.
Twitter.
Whatever.
She's
anyway,
basic as
she's
fuck.
out there. We have a few people on Twitter. Shout out.
A whole 9 followers.
I say that's nine more than 0.
Whatever.
Am I right?
No.
It's 9 more than 0.
No, it is. I'm just giving you my time.
Okay.
It's also scrolling.
YouTube. It's not scrolling yet. Every time I say that, you on purpose wait.
No,
and then you scroll it.
No,
and
I
I'm
said
like,
it.
I see you.
And it has to like start going. I make sure it scrolls for a whole minute.
So anyway, it may or may not be scrolling currently.
It will at some point scroll after you, sir.
It probably will scroll here in a second when I stop saying that it's scrolling on purpose. But anyway, so we also have a YouTube. I hope you're watching.
Me too.
We have stepped up the ladder.
We stepped our pussies up.
We stepped our pussies up 1 rung on the ladder. So anyway, you should come check us out on YouTube. I think it's a lot funnier.
I do too. I agree.
Like, comment, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you can see every time we upload.
Yeah, this is my poetry snap. Nobody cares. Thank you for listening to our nosy nonsense.
See you next time.